Did anybody watch the Grammys last night? I have just one little observation about it. It's something that you're not going to see reported in a lot of places, but let's weigh some things. Every day, multiple times a day, all day long, all you are seeing is stories on the opposition to Trump in the form of rioters and protesters, you name it. People upset with Trump's immigration, his executive order, all of that. It's just nothing but opposition. And as I've said, the objective is to make you, Trump supporters, believe that Trump's losing it, that the country hates Trump, that the election was a mistake, that even you Trump supporters are beginning to abandon Trump. And it's the old saw that you're supposed to get depressed and dispirited and think, yeah, they got us again, that this isn't real. The victory isn't really real. It was fake. It was the result of cheating or what have you. And, of course, there aren't any counter-protests. I mean, when the left shows up at Berkeley, when the left shows up, there aren't any counter-protests. Well, last night at the Grammys, there was a woman on the red carpet who showed up in a gown that said, "Make America Great Again." Her name is Joy Villa, and she obviously came off just a version, based on the pictures, it appeared she was a Trump supporter. Do you know what happened to her album sales? Her album sales have shot through the roof, up 18 million%. Her album sales are up 18 million% within a matter of hours of wearing the now famous Make America Great Again dress. Joy Villa's album, Make the Static, has skyrocketed in the sales ranking on Amazon. Previously, the album was ranked number 543,202. I didn't know that you could rank so low. I thought a bunch of liberal books were down in that 200,000 range, but I didn't know that they ranked things that low. She, just after being seen on TV wearing a Make America Great gown, her album went from number 543,000 to number 3. The top 3 albums under the movers and shakers categories all belong to her, Joy Villa. Her album, Make the Static, is currently a better seller than both Lady Gaga and Beyonce. Now, I mention this because this is no question, it is a reaction. These are Trump supporters and the American people with an opportunity to push back and to demonstrate that they're out there and that they haven't lost anything and that they're not smaller in number. They haven't lost any passion. That's exactly what this is. And that's how it should be seen. This is an excellent example of pushback. This is an excellent example of how such a one-sided story can be countered with the truth. And the truth is that the Democrat Party lost. They haven't done anything to change why they lost. They're going even further left to the point now that ranking Democrat, one Democrat running for chairman of DNC is out saying this party's off the rails and it's all upset about things that don't matter. We got to get back. And Jim Webb, who ran for the Democrat Party nomination, presidential nomination, is also out saying much the same thing. So while the left is losing, and while they are imploding, and while they can't win elections, the news media is filled with stories designed to make you think that everybody who voted for Trump regrets it. And if they had to do it over again, they would have voted for Hillary. That's essentially the news. You know, I ask myself a question as I watch all of this stuff. I asked me, did Trump win the election? Yeah. Well, what's changed? I mean, the reporting that we're getting on the resistance and the opposition to Trump is in no way in perspective. Nor is it in proportion. I mean, it's obviously fake in its own ways, and it's amplified beyond its actual reality and so forth. But what are the odds here that everybody that voted for Trump is mad at him now? What are the odds that everybody who voted for Trump Oh, the heck with it. I didn't want any of this. This is not what I voted for. This is not what I thought I was going to get. I don't like the guy anymore. What? That hasn't happened. That has not happened. And by the way, there's nobody out there with an actual story saying that's happened. That's all part of the psyops, trying to make you think it's happened.